The UK has a long and proud history of producing top-class filmmakers. Some notable names from the past and present include Richard Attenborough, Danny Boyle, Alfred Hitchcock, David Lean, Sam Mendes, Christopher Nolan, and Ridley Scott. All of these directors didn't start at the top, they had to work their way up from scratch. So, what training can the directors of tomorrow do today to make themselves the filmmakers of the future? Let's take a closer look at a British filmmaker with a lot of potential.
My passion comes from, as a kid I was a big film fan, and I wanted to make films, and I got inspired by the likes of Robert Rodriguez and Kevin Smith and how they self-financed their early films, so that's what made me want to make films, was learning from them. I did my training at the Lighthouse Media Centre at the Chubb Buildings in Wolverhampton. I did the City and Guilds TV and video production course, which was almost a year-long course where you learn all the practicals of filmmaking, doing camera work, sound work, lighting, and Matt kind of put me on the road to making short films and started off my filmmaking career there.
Over the last 6, 7, 8 years in the British film industry, there have been some really successful, financially successful British films. Things like Four Weddings and a Funeral, Notting Hill, all those types of films have done really well. But you have to think about the fact that there are still lots and lots of films that don't even get distributed and they don't even break even financially.
There's a big divide between struggling young filmmakers who are trying to make their films for no money and struggling to get their films made in this country and worldwide, and then you got the other end of the scale where you got, you know, the studios and established distribution companies who only take on certain type of films. My first film didn't get distributed, so it didn't get seen or heard of a lot in the UK. I went to a Cannes Film Festival in 2005, and that was a real eye-opening experience, because you get to see all the film industry there in front of your eyes, and you realise how big an industry it is and how small a fish you are in a big ocean of sharks.
There are quite a few mechanisms for funding within the UK to support aspiring filmmakers. The main funder obviously is the UK Film Council. They offer cash grants and support in bursaries through Skillset, which is the sector skills council for the audiovisual industries.
For nearly all my films, they've been self-financed, all films just through myself and several credit cards. My current film, Whatever Happened to Pete Blaggett, the finance was half put forward by me and half financed by our executive producer, who is also the lead actress. There's been loads of disasters. I mean, on Pete Blaggett, on the first day of the shoot, our camera broke down, so we lost the entire first day. On the second day, we shot all throughout the schedule, and then one of the crew members accidentally exposed a reel of film, so that was the second day gone. Yeah, I've had loads of problems, so I couldn't list them all now. My advice would be to any young filmmakers would be to work on as many local, low-budget productions as possible, just to get the experience.
Attend as many networking events as you can, and approach people, talk to them, tell them what skills that you've got and what you're looking to do, but without annoying people.
I'd recommend being a filmmaker to the next generation, because ultimately it is a great career move, and it is a great way of life. I mean, I've been a filmmaker for about 5 years, and I've gone through a lot of hassle and a lot of stress and a lot of debt to be a filmmaker, and to follow my dreams. But at the end of the day, I'd rather follow my dreams and working in a 9 till 5 office, and I still believe that I can be a successful filmmaker and get to where I want to be, say in the next decade or whenever. I still really enjoying being a filmmaker, and I'd really recommend it to anyone.